Hi everyone, Chris here, and today I wanted to share my video pre-production checklist. So let's jump right in. Now, this checklist can be used for more than just video. It can be used for all kinds of e-learning projects, even as simple as just a PowerPoint presentation. So you can adapt it as needed, and it's really, really helpful. I've used it for a long time. So the first thing on my checklist is budget approved. Has the budget been approved for the project? Because the last thing you want to do is to waste time on something that's not going to happen. It's also important if you're internal and you may have a budget of $0. And this really constrains your plans. So knowing what the budget is very, very important. So having that approved. And if you're freelancing, you want to make sure your deposit has been received. Then you want to make sure that the script is written and that the script is approved. Use the script then to do a storyboard and ensure that the storyboard is approved. Then from the storyboard, I have on my list here to generate an art list, and that includes both images, photography, any illustrations you're going to need, bottom thirds, icons, the whole deal. Just a list of all the images you're going to have to hit the illustrator for. Next is to scout locations. So you have your storyboard, and if you're going to be doing video, you'll need to scout the locations. And this is for both on location, as well as if you're going to be doing this in Jack's office, go down and take a look at Jack's office because you may need to bring in some lighting or something like that. So scout the location, even if it's a boring location that you've been in many, many times. Next is to use that storyboard and with what you have from scouting the locations to generate a shot list. And this is literally a list of every shot you're going to need to record. If you're going to use multiple cameras, then it's the shot for each camera. Let's see what else we have. Next is ensure you have permission for all the locations. So if you're going to be shooting in a conference room, secure the conference room. If you're going to be shooting in a public place, double check to make sure you don't need permits. That kind of thing. Just secure the location that you're going to be using. Next on my checklist is to generate an equipment list. So you've secured the location, you scouted the location, and now's the time to generate your equipment list. What cameras are you going to need? What audio recording devices? Are you going to need a wireless lav? Are you going to use a shotgun mic? Are you going to use both? That's a good one. Are you going to need lights? Are you going to need reflectors? Just all out. How many tripods? Every little thing you can think of. And because you've scouted the location, you'll know if you'll need extension cords, if you'll need to bring extra batteries, the whole deal. Every little thing you're going to need gets put onto a list. Oop, my iPad's going to sleep here. That's how I can tell I'm being too long-winded. Next is to make a list of any talent you're going to need. So this is on-screen talent, off-screen talent, actors on screen, voice actors. Just make the list. That is to schedule the location, schedule the talent, and make sure those match up. Make sure you have availability. So sometimes the talent will be what drives the schedule, and other times it'll be the location. So make sure those line up. And then rent or borrow equipment and verify the availability for the dates that you need it. Sometimes you'll need to get the equipment a day early and give yourself a day or two in case you run over. Very, very important. One of the things that I discovered joyously early in my career was that you can rent serious photography equipment if you don't have it. And a lot of times, if you're in part of a network, you can borrow stuff. But yes, you can rent whatever you need. So that $6,000 camera, you don't need to spend $6,000 on that. And then the last item on my list is to double check the budget. So if you have all of this and you've gone through, maybe you've discovered a great location that has a permit fee. Maybe you can do something great if you rented an extra piece of equipment. So double check your budget, make sure you're within your budget, and that kind of jazz. So tomorrow I will talk about my production checklist for like when the cameras actually come out. So I'll share that tomorrow. Talk with you soon.